So hello, let's try again the sound. Okay, if you can hear me, then please write in comments that everything is alright. Like put a plus or something like that so that I know. Can you hear me now? Is everything okay? Well, it should be because like my kind of settings. Okay, yeah. Super, thanks guys. Okay, so if you open pocket option platform, yeah, Australian Japanese yen, maybe throughout the stream, of course, I will change from one currency pair to another to be kind of appropriate for the strategy to work out and not wait ages for the entry moment. So you all know that we've got here currency pairs. You can press the sticker star and add the currency pairs to your favorites. You can find them there, or they're also depicted here. You can edit all these. So okay, and remember that last stream I told you about, let's come to indicators and open up Ekimoku technical indicator. And for those of you who were on my last stream, okay, and for those of you who were on my last stream, I already told what is Ekimoku, so it's the most difficult indicator, but really that helps you to succeed because it covers so much data. So for any of you on my last streams, if you have, then please put like a plus or something like that if you have been, and I'm really happy to see you again. So please do not miss out my streams because I kind of split the information within the streams in order to cover it in detail so that you can really use it, so it's like a personal mentorship, you know. Okay, so I will quickly remind you. So now I opened Ikimoku. It's a technical indicator that actually covers up a lot of data, a lot of analysis of the market. So it identifies the trend direction, the trend strength, of course, optional obligatory entry points. So it all does this. And okay, so let me quickly go through its kind of meaning and what it really depicts. So you can see that it is really a mess, but don't worry, we'll sort out everything. So let's come to the blue line. You can see, if you go to the settings, you can kind of edit it, but it's not the most important. So there is a blue line, it's called the conversion line. And there is a red line that's called a baseline. And these two lines are actually just smoothed moving averages. The blue line, the conversion line with the 9th period, and red one with the 26th period. And why are they important? Because they really help to identify the right entry moments. Noticing the crossovers, how the blue line, so the conversion line, really crosses, you can see here, the red line. And of course, this helps us to identify the right moment to enter a trade. Now, that's the information about these two lines. There is also these colored area that's actually called a cloud. It consists out of two lines, so we don't need to know how these lines are called. What we need to know is just that this area is a cloud, the colored one, and we need to, like when analyzing the chart, just understand where the cloud is situated. So it is either below or above the main currency pair chart. Of course, we will discuss just like in 2 minutes time how it all works. And there's also one more line, it's yellow, and it's actually called a lagging line. So it's just a price line that is kind of moved back. It's not obligatory to use, and it's actually, I just advise you not kind of paying attention to it. Because the conversion line, the baseline, and the cloud are the most important. This line is just kind of, you know, gives us a view how the chart really develops, slowly or gradually or really rapidly. So do not pay attention to the yellow line or to the lagging line. Now let's come to the working process, how the Ekimoku really works. Okay, so it's a new part of stream. So last stream I didn't tell you that, I just told you like a little theory, and today, hello, as I promised, practical time. So Ekimoku, now what you do when you see a trading, well, a currency pair chart, first of all you identify the position of main currency pair chart according to the cloud. So if your main currency pair chart lies above, like here, lies above the cloud, that means on overall you're opening a buy position. like for example here it's really evident. So when your main currency pair chart lies above the cloud, you're opening on overall a buy position. If it lies below, for example, well, let me find the one that really kind of shows an evident situation, because of course we find an appropriate currency pair that works within the strategy. So I'm really wanting to show you correctly how it works. Okay, don't be scared, it is a mess, kind of looks now, but I will. Well, okay, that's one pretty good. So it's kind of a bit smudged up, but never mind. So yeah, when your main currency pair chart lies above the cloud, that means in overall you're opening a buy position. When your main currency pair chart lies below the cloud, and overall you're opening a sell position. So it's really important that you understand it, okay? And next, let me return to Australian Japanese yen currency pair, which is really still easier kind of to explain for you. Okay, once you've understood the position of the cloud in accordance with the main currency pair chart, so for example here you look for crossovers, and of course the crossovers really mean, okay, I will also wanting to find an appropriate situation. Well, for example here, so first of all you saw that your main currency pair chart lies above the cloud. Then what you need to do is wait for a crossover of conversion line with the baseline, so the blue line with the red line. And you see it here that the blue line crosses above the red line. The blue line crosses above the red line, and that means that you should enter a buy position when you see candlestick formations of the same color, when you see a development of an uptrend. So once you've understood where your main currency pair chart is in accordance with the cloud, once you saw crossover of convergence line with a baseline, you waited for a stable development of your main currency pair chart, and here is the right entry moment. So you would open, for example, for 1 minute or 3 minutes would be better, the best I would say, you open the buy position. Okay, wanted to show you another example. Okay, here, this one is perfect. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Okay, when you see that your main currency pair chart lies below the cloud, okay, as I said, it's an overall we are opening a sell position, but you need to understand when to open this position, because on overall, of course, it is you know, the main currency pair chart is trending, but still we need to find the right entry moment. And of course we come to the conversion line and the baseline, the crossover. So when the conversion line crosses below the baseline, so the blue line crosses below the red line, that means opening a sell position at this moment. We can see it here. So blue line crossed below the red line, opening downward development, opening a sell position. Here another crossover, opening a buy position. So it's quite easy to use. And now you may kind of have a bit smudged understanding, but I'll of course switch to the trading process, and you will be good with understanding all the details of working with these strategies. So I'm still wanting to find an appropriate currency pair chart. Okay, so I am looking. Well, this one is good. I can actually open a sell position now very freely, and I'm really wanting to explain why. So you can see that I saw that the main currency pair chart lies below the cloud. That on overall means that we should open a sell position. And of course I come to the conversion line and the baseline, finding the crossover. So we can see it here, the conversion line crosses below the baseline, and that means that we should open a sell position, wait for a stable development of your currency pair chart. And we waited, so I saw 3 candlestick formations of the same color, and that will really mean a development, a continuous development in such direction. So I opened a sell position for 3 minutes. It's like 2 minutes left till the end of the trade. Reminding you that on this chart, candlestick update every minute. It's like 8 seconds left for this candlestick to update. And here we are, of course, followed the rules of Ekimoku trading strategy, and it worked out. And like today's market is quite like changeable. Of course, it's always changeable, but it's changeable today. And within this strategy, really just a perfect way to trade with it is to find the most stable chart, currency pair chart, which will be obviously rising or decreasing. And in that, by that means, you'll be able to surely see, first of all, like your Ikimoku will look wider, so the scale, it will be like more understandable to read it, and of course it will help you to succeed. Okay, so we are not worrying about like this green candle, because we all remember that it might be a fake situation of the market, just a fluctuation. So that's why we open trades not for like 1 minute or 30 seconds, but for either 3 or 5 minutes, which really helps to succeed. And we are now waiting. Okay. So the market does the thing that it should. Of course, still waiting. You can see that I actually started with $31,500, already put in $500, that's why it's 31,000 left on my balance. Of course, we are waiting, and if this trade will succeed, I'll get a profit of $460. Great, just a clear profit, and overall, of course, 960. So we are waiting and analyzing the market, how euro and Canadian dollar currency pair really work and change. So if looking at the speed, how the market really changes today, it's quite medium speed, I would say. Okay, so you can see that was absolutely quick, and it was a market fluctuation because of this green candle, so like a release of news, and of course it will continue to develop downwards, but never mind. So this is not a problem for us. Remember, we stick to the martingale strategy, where we just double the amount of money we put in, we succeed, and we get a profit. We get profit, recover all the previous losses, plus get profit of initial investment. So like again, just explaining, you 500, you lost $460. Never mind, I just doubled, and you get a profit of 920. So recover the previous loss, plus get a profit of initial investment, your first initial investment. You can see, as I said, the trend continues to develop in a downward position. So again, I stick to my strategy and again put a sell position. You remember that the last trade I was still right, but because of this market fluctuation, thanks to it, never mind, it happens. We were almost on the level, but you were seeing how it was jumping, so like this period. Never mind, so of course we'll recover, and now still sticking to the strategy. I opened up again a sell position, and of course we are waiting for it to succeed. So you can see it slowly develops, and now the market of euro and Canadian dollar is really kind of being unstable, so it's an unstable part. So of course I would be able to return to my currency pair. By the way, you can see that I've opened up my long trade, just wanting to show you. It's here, and it's really interesting to investigate. You can return anytime to your trade, just clicking the currency pair. But now we are while we are waiting, I'm wanting to actually find another currency pair that will be more convenient within this strategy. So I'm looking, and of course by the way, really wanting to point out, when you work within the Ikimoku strategy, do not open a trade within the cloud. So at this moment, or like even at this moment, do not, because it is always controversial, and it is kind of scary. Not scary, but it just won't work, won't give you the accurate signals, because at this moment the market might anytime just reverse. That's why. Okay, so let's move on to the other card. Oh, this one is absolutely perfect. So I will do a 2000, just wanting to really. Okay, actually this trend is really slowly developing. never mind. 3 minutes would do, maybe next time 5 minutes. So euro US dollar really influenced by the news, and is really just thinking what to do, because the news, remember just recently there was a release of Fed report about the change of interest rate by 1 to 2%, and it really influenced the, of course, the economy of our world. So yeah, that's why looking at the euro and US dollar currency pair chart, you can see that, yeah, news, economics, so the events that are going on in the world, poor euro and US dollar currency pair, because, well, it is always influenced. So now we are waiting 2 minutes for this to work. Okay, wanting again to explain to you, I saw that my main currency pair chart just slide below the cloud, and a crossover here, an evident crossover, and the conversion line crossed below the baseline, and really super evident downward development of the trend. And of course opened a sell position, because when your main currency pair chart lies below the cloud, that means opening a sell position overall. So a crossover, waited for a stable trend development of the same candlesticks of the same color, and opened up the trade. So any questions, if you have, I'm waiting to answer them while we are waiting for like 1 minute for this trade to work. Any questions? Reminding you that every day I am holding a trading session within my private channel. It's absolutely free for you to learn what's happening with the market. Okay, today the market is really harsh. I mean, it's just because of the recent Fed report, it just kind of changes unpredictably, nor the technical or fundamental analysis are good with it, and sometimes it is just a good a method to wait for 2 days after the release of news and then trade, or okay, you can trade within the news release, but it is, you need to be aware that sometimes it may work against you. It happens. Okay, reminding you about my trading session within the private channel. So it takes place usually at 4 p.m. GMT. Well, there's different times. I always send you a notification in my main Telegram channel, but within my trading session in private channel, I give you my personal signals. Okay, well, never mind. Okay, we are going to wait. So within the trading session, I give you my own signals. Of course, I spend every day so much time in the morning analyzing the market, and in contains currency pair, expiration time that you should set, well, amount of money you're seeking to the risk management, and of course opening buy or sell position. So by using my signals, first of all, what you do, even trying on demo account, you learn what is trading, how the market works. By trying out on real account, you succeed, you get money. And of course, if you miss out the right entry time, which is also written on my signal, there are 3 more chances for you to succeed using this signal. So actually my signal, each signal can be used for 4 times. First time and 3 more times there are martingale levels, which also show other entry times within like 1 minute. That also work. Okay, and that's it. I won't hurry now, because as I said, the market today is difficult. It's not at all a problem for us. You can see that also market fluctuation, of course, it will still continue moving downwards. There is no doubt just about that. And I am I'm also wanting to actually open the RSI, because it's stochastic, which I accidentally opened it. Okay, so like for 1 minute it would be a good trade, but for 3 minutes it would be too much, so we do not rush. I'm wanting to do this slowly, step by step. Okay, there is a reverse, and it's gonna actually go through the cloud. continue developing, but it will take a lot of time, really a lot of time. So let's analyze the other currency pairs. Mr. the Australian dollar. Well, that's the one that actually still continues to develop in a downward position. Okay. I will open here a buy position. Okay, let me explain why I did it. So I opened pound sterling and Australian dollar currency pair chart, and of course, so that my main currency pair chart lies above the cloud, so means an overall opening a buy position. Of course, found a crossover here. After a crossover signals that the situation of trend direction will change. So nevertheless, the trend continues to develop in a downward position. You should wait for a reversal and open it for a buy position. So you saw conversion line crossing above a baseline. That also means opening a buy position. So we wait for evident situation of trend development. So for candlesticks of the same color, 2 to 3, in order for it to work. And of course, that really helps you to identify when is the right moment to enter trades and to succeed in them. Okay, I'm also wanting to continue analyzing, because the market, why I just changed to other currency pairs, because the market really changes. And like here I can open a trade because I see that the main currency pair now is starting to develop in a downward position, of course lying below the cloud. Seeing here a crossover, still that's the last crossover conversion line within the baseline, also a crossover blue line below the red one, proving that there will be a decrease of price of a currency pair, formation of a downtrend. And the RSI also showing us this, that the currency pair is coming to be in oversold but still not developing in a such position. So of course we are already succeeding in that trade, and we will hopefully do fine. So let's just wait, and while I'm waiting, I will of course I will continue analyzing. Okay, this one, you can see that now it's really actually a good idea. After it will come out of the cloud, I will do a sell position here, because there is already a crossover and the conversion line is crossing the baseline below, opening a sell position. I'm waiting for this currency pair chart to go through the cloud in order for it not to kind of reverse accidentally, because when you're opening the trades within the cloud, it might just quickly reverse, and as you can see now, and kind of change its direction very quickly. So the clouds area, they are an evident area of the market, and of course it's better to wait. So I'm really wanting to return to this one. We are doing great. So let's continue. Okay, this one also doing great, and I will really wanting to do it for like 1 minute. Okay, do a 1 minute trade, quicker one, because I see here that the trend is developing quicker than the other trends, so the Canadian Japanese yen currency pair. Of course we are left with 6 seconds, 5 for this candle to develop. Let's wait. Okay, and I'm good with well, let's just leave it, because I'm really wanting to analyze. This chart is really interesting, the Canadian Japanese yen, because well, you may think that it is kind of roughly changing, it might be unpredictable, but it is actually the best type of chart within the working within the Ikimoku strategy. So it's okay, waiting. Yeah, doing great. So we got a profit of $1,660. Absolutely superb. And what I'm doing is another buy position here, because developing RSI, Ikimoku, so currency pair above the cloud, crossover here, above, conversion line above the base line, also meaning to open a buy position. Of course, there might be a reversal, a quick one, so we will recover if the market tries to change quicker. But hopefully this chart is really good, because first of all, within this chart it's easy to read the Ikimoku, so conversion line, the baseline. Remember the last stream, actually, when I was telling you about Ikimoku, we had so difficult moments just identifying, finding actually a crossover, because it was like such a good currency pair chart that was really stably just constantly developing. And that's why the crossovers were like lines so past ago. So of course we kind of scrolled, but this chart is good because crossovers happen from time to time, trend reverses, and it's actually easy to predict, to analyze. So of course we like depending on analyzing, and yeah, that's it. So let's stay here on this currency pair and wait for an evident reverse and for a good entry time. So waiting for any questions, if you're still having them, about joining my personal mentorship, which I which takes place every day. I arrange calls with my students, so give them personal program, of course, which is developed according to their needs and desires, their goals. And okay, I'm gonna wait. Okay, opened here because I'm here. Why I opened it? So I just told you that no, let's not open like trades within the cloud, but because I opened up the RSI, it really proved this situation. That's why I'm kind of not scared of opening it up, but maybe that was still a mistake. So a combination of indicators is good, but you need to find your own way to trade. So with Ikimoku, RSI is not the best. I would either choose the moving averages. So of course, as I said, the conversion line and the baseline, they are two smooth moving averages. And they do kind of work with the crossovers, but like the real moving average is better. So if I will cross the RSI and open up the moving average, set it, for example, okay, well, let's wait. Okay, close it up. Okay, interesting situation today. So the moving average, if you do a 200 EMA, yeah, that would work perfectly with Ikimoku. It will support and show you an evident trend development. So let me revise. First of all, here, the cloud helps to identify trends reversal. So when you see that your main currency pair chart lies lies above the cloud, that means it is developing an upward position. So on overall buying, opening a buy position. And if you're seeing, for example, like here, that your main currency pair chart lies below the cloud, that means opening on overall sell position. And of course, you go to the crossovers, like you notice the crossover. So here the conversion crosses, the blue line crosses below the red line, so the conversion line crosses below the baseline. That's also meaning opening a sell position, for example, for 30 minutes, because you're seeing here a gradual trending of currency pair chart in downward position. And here also a good situation when you see, let me show you actually here, when you see a crossover when your conversion line crosses above the baseline, also meaning to open at this time a buy position for maybe 30 minutes, also great. And of course, main currency pair chart lies above the cloud on overall buy position, so you can open here a buy position. When you saw a crossover, wait for an evident situation, but like if you opened it here for 30 minutes, you would succeed. So of course, again, at this moment, the chart of currency pair is trending in an upward position this time. So like these trends, they are the best. They are absolutely the best for working with these strategies. So the ones that are constantly are on either sides of our cloud. Okay, let's try to find this type of chart now. So if I would do this trade for 30 minutes, it would really succeed. So I saw now that okay, of course wanted you to show you there's a 5-minute, a 3-minute, a minute. So of course there are market fluctuations, like these candles, green candles are bullish and represent maybe a quick kind of rise of price of a currency pair. But no, when you see an evident trend development, so it is developing in downward position. So these formations of like two candlesticks, it's just a market fluctuations. So because when the trend is really constantly developing in one direction, it will continue to do so until the situation when you see an evident reversal and an evident development in another position. So here why I opened a sell position for 30 minutes, nevertheless any fluctuation, market fluctuations, because crossover of conversion line below the baseline, and of course my main currency pair chart is below the cloud now, and that really means that it will continue developing in downward position, and in 30 minutes time will succeed. So here am I showing you long trades. Of course, come to my next stream in order to ask me, so Jessica, did your last trade succeed when you open it for 30 minutes? Of course it will succeed. Nevertheless, any reverses, because 30 minutes and it is a long time analysis that I did here. So come to my next stream and I will discuss the situation with this long trade and actually show you what were my analysis and why I opened this position, quickly look through the trade. Come to my next stream and I will explain to you. And by the way, really wanting to point out that on YouTube I will also be releasing a video about Ikimoku, because it's really the hardest instrument at all to understand, but it really gives 100% accurate signals when you step by step, according to your analysis, fundamental plus technical, of course find an appropriate expiration time, stick to like risk management and other stuff. And that's why it needs to be covered in like a lot of videos and a lot of streams. So please, the more you watch, the more you will understand. And of course there are other YouTube videos that I'm preparing, so write to me in DM for a link to YouTube or in main Telegram channel. Click the button YouTube, subscribe, please write comments, because I always read your comments, any desires. So I'm always interested maybe what indicators you want to learn about, and I actually read your comments and stick to it and release videos according to your comments. So please subscribe, watch, and any reactions would be really grateful from you. Would be really just nice from you, because I would be really grateful. My channel just it's developing, and the more feedback I get, the better material I present for you in a better way, and of course the more you learn and the more you will succeed for like your money profit. Okay, so this is all about the private session, about YouTube, about personal mentorship and training within the Ikimoku. Of course, next time come and we will continue developing, but next time I will show you another instrument. So I will show you a new usage of moving average and I will of course explain you the details. And well, you can see already that there is a market fluctuation here, and of course it will reverse. So I might just before of course ending to a stream, I might just wanting to find an evident chart where I can conduct short trades to show you. It might be not today's situation, so of course come to my next stream. And thanks for your questions, by the way, within the streams that you were asking today. I'm really grateful for them also. So this one is really good for opening like 1 minute, but I missed the right moment while I was wanting to change the time. That's why the candlestick already developed itself. So now it's not the best time to open a trade. Okay, and I think that's fine for today. Okay, so subscribe to my YouTube, please write comments, come to my trading sessions that take place in my private channel. It's absolutely free. Write in DM for a link and come to my next stream in order to in detail just learn about instruments, the thing that you like, the information that you won't hear in any source about, and of course try out with me the instruments and learn. So thanks again, really happy to see you here, and see you next time on Tuesday. Bye bye.